Dude, look at these plants. I don't mean to stall, but look at these plants. Look at how they're like tied on and rooted, but they're freaking floating. How cool is that? Look at all these. That is so cool. And the vines. Okay. Okay. Noodle. This is Noodle, our carpet python. She's beautiful and wonderful and funky and fresh. She's about 8 feet long. Again, this is an Australian snake and is arboreal, which means that she likes to climb. She likes trees. So this enclosure is very exciting for her because there's a ton of vertical space for her to like climb up to and around. For those of you who didn't hear at the beginning of the stream, we got Noodle from a facility in California, a zoo in California, that had her in a really small enclosure, and they fed her in that enclosure. They only fed her in that enclosure and otherwise didn't do much with her. So she was supposed to be an educational ambassador at that zoo, but they thought that she might be aggressive because every time they walked by the glass, she would strike at the glass because she thought she was getting fed. So they would never take her out of the enclosure for educational programs because they thought that she was mean. Turns out, she's not mean at all. She's really nice. She does have a sad face on her head, but that doesn't mean anything. She's been really, really awesome to have here. Our snakes both are to teach people, both of our snakes, we have two, are to teach people about the fact that snakes are actually really, really cool and not everyone has to be afraid of snakes. This is obviously not a venomous species of snake. She is a constrictor, but snakes are only going to constrict you if they want to eat you. And they only want to eat things that are about as large as the largest portion of their body, which is like right here for Noodle. She's not going to strangle me around the neck and then try to eat me. That wouldn't make any sense. But snakes mostly in the wild, I mean, snakes are afraid of you, right? You don't have to be afraid of snakes in the wild. They're really cool. Would you like to go check it out?
Scotty donated $5. Has Noodle ended the food stride?
Yeah, Noodle's been eating. Ma'am, where's your head? No hands. What is he doing? What are you doing? Do you want to go in? Look, this is for you. See? She's really like wrapped around right now. Ta-da! Check that out. Ooh. Where's your head at? Ma'am. Look. You see lights up there? Big lights. What do you think? Most of her body is still wrapped around my waist right now. But she's going. She's slowly going. She's going. Okay. She's going. She's doing it. Noodle, there's a lot more that way, just a heads up. But you do what you want. Chat, the enclosure that Noodle used to live in for almost 10 years, not at this facility, at the last facility she was at, was nowhere near big enough for her to stretch out fully because she's like 8 feet long. It really only had space for a soaking dish where she could be fully coiled up. And like there was a very little room around that dish. So she just spent like all the time, coiled up in the soaking dish. Now she has so much room. She's almost all the way. Oh! She's off. Look at her go! She's exploring. She realized that there's more going on the other way. Yeah! Look. What a happy snake. Look, Noodle has highs on her. If you look at it this way, it says hi. And then she's got hearts on her. There's a heart right there. And then this says hi. And then this is an A. Ah. Dude, this is so sick. This is so cool. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Where's your head? What are you doing? Resting? She's down there. She also came to us with this tail. She probably had like a bad shed at some point in her life. And it like got caught around her tail, cut off some circulation. Now she's got this funky tail. She's had this since she got here. Dude, she is chilling. It is like super warm under here, so she probably likes that. Now she's a rattlesnake. It does kind of look like a rattlesnake. Only Noodle in this enclosure. Just Noodle and Pixel and Marty. Just Noodle and isopods and springtails. Is Patchy also having Martys and Pixels? Yeah. I think that's the plan. Pretty much the best case for this is that she gets in there and is not stressed, you know, and is not like frantic and trying to climb to the ceiling and push on the glass and all that. And she definitely just got in there and chilled. She is content, I think. I think that'll be her favorite spot. I think so too. It's a good basking spot. There she is. Sniff. Sniff.